All right, welcome back into a weekly Wednesday mixing stream. We were off last week. I was on vacation. We were almost off today because I was sick all weekend after vacation. Uh, so we're doing something a little bit lighter today. We've just got a piano and vocal mix we're going to do it, and then we're going to do something a little bit fun afterwards. We're going to mess with the stem separator in Studio One for an old song that I have. But here's where we're starting. The song is called Little Things. If you want to download the multi-tracks and mix along with the stream, the link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description. You can download the multi-tracks completely for free, mix along with the stream here, or just use them for your own mixing practice as well. So we've just got piano and vocal for this song. I'm going to pull the tracks down. We're going to start with our piano, try and get it sounding good, maybe add some hall verb to it, and then we'll mix in our vocal from there. As always, I do have my mix plus processing in and ready to go. So the console shaper is running with the drive at 0, and then no noise, no crosstalk, nothing like that. Fat channel is running my mix bus compressor. This is at negative 1.6 on the threshold. That's just where I leave it, and I never touch it. It just comes up default like that for me. 30 millisecond attack, 100 millisecond release. So being pretty gentle here, 2-to-1 ratio, same kind of thing. And then a dB of makeup gain, because we're going to do about a dB to maybe 2 dB of reduction with this guy. End of the mix A chain here, which is my pseudo mix bus. It's where I do the processing, is the soft tube tape machine. 5.1 on the amount, so running it pretty much close to default here. I run it on the B setting because it adds some more warmth in the bottom end, and then 30 IPS, 30 inches per second for the speed. And then at the end of the mix bus chain, I do have a limiter bumping everything up by 6 dB. This is just so I'm getting that mastering level without having to listen so loud. So I'm bumping it up to that mastered level, but you can see I'm pulling my main out down by 6 dB. So everything in the session is running through this kind of mastering style limiter, but I'm not listening at that really loud volume. So I'm not getting really fatigued or tired out right away. So let's start here. Let's pull up our piano and let's see where we can start here. Loaded an EQ and a compressor here. I hit record there. I'm going to roll off the bottom end, going into the compressor, I think. We're a little bit muddy here. It was just, there was something ringing. I don't think that was it. We'll leave it for now. Let's get our compressor in. That's actually perfect. Just a little 3 dB reduction on some of those bigger peaks. Let's add some top here. Cool, now post compressor here. I'm gonna add some lows. I do want to try this hall verb here and just see if we can get some width from the piano. I might leave some of that bottom end in. What I am going to do though, so this is just the concert hall setting from PreSonus's reverb here on the room reverb. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to flip the panning on this. So I'm going to make this a stereo reverb. So we're going to put our splitter in, and I'm going to copy this room reverb across. We're going to put this on channel split, so there's a reverb on each side of this splitter. There's a reverb for the left side and a reverb for the right side. Our piano is going to come into the reverb, go into each side, and then we're going to flip the output of it. So the sound coming out of our reverb is going to be panned opposite the way our piano is panned. So that way, as we blend it in, it's going to give us the illusion of more width here. A little bit more bottomer. We're gonna flip to mono, and let's start easing in our vocal.
I love you because you're not. I won't do this cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots and then
A lot of S going on.
don't love you cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this cause it's worth it.
Let's get it compressed first though.
Don't love you cause you're perfect. I love in the dark. We may not be perfect together,
All right,
but
let's try and take care of some of that S.
Don't love you cause you're perfect. Don't love you cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all. Don't love you cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots.
Looks like we're missing a lot of like high mids here.
We may not be perfect together, but if I love you,
I'm gonna push a
then
little top.
don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not.
Right there, I think we're
I
gonna stop.
won't do this 'cause it's worth
Let's
it.
see.
Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not.
Just one click back.
I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together,
And then a little bit of
but
3K.
if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not.
Pulled up way too much bottom end there.
Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark.
One thing I want to try is I want to try just throwing this into the same reverb as the piano and see what we get.
Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I'm so used to a one-night stand, a great night that doesn't end in a fight. But something's different, I can't stay away.
I'm not crazy about it.
24/7 can't concentrate. I'm so used to a one-night stand, a great night that doesn't end in a fight. But something's different, I can't stay away. 24/7 can't concentrate. So now I'm texting you from across the room, trying so desperately to break the. I'm so you. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'm so you. I'm so used to a one-night stand, a great night that doesn't end in a fight. But something's different, I can't stay away. 24/7 can't concentrate. So now I'm texting you from across the room, trying so desperately to break the end. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you.
Push the reverb up on the piano a little bit.
I said I'm sorry, but it's lost its touch. I've said too much, and I can't go back. What else matters? I don't care. Perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you.
this is the little section we're going to reference here. And yeah, just like that, like probably like 15 minutes in, we've got our track up and running here. Just a piano vocal, a little bit of verb on both of them. I tried doing the same verb. It wasn't quite vibing with me. It could be the weird panning on it that we've got going, but it's giving our regular piano some width here. A little bit of depth on our lead vocal. Had to pull our EQ back, our bottom end back. So once we add our reverb in, it's going to make our bump in the microphone. It's going to make our vocal feel bigger, which in turn we're going to have to pull back any kind of bottom end boosts we have on our vocal. So it's not too bottom end heavy. But let's pull in our reference here and let's see how we're doing. I'm actually going to start the opposite way I usually start. I usually look at the bottom end first and then make my way up. We're going to start at the top and make our way down first. So let's flip into mono here. We're coming up to 0, so just keep that in mind here. There's so much more top end than we need here. So let's pull that back. A little more. Maybe just a touch more. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm curious if we could get away with just a touch more. Just because it's a piano vocal, it might give the lead a little bit more air. Let's see where we're sounding here. Can we use more there? I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay there. I could push more, but it's not a heavy song, so we don't need a lot of bitey high mids on it. Just a little bit here is going to go a long way on our vocal. Here's 1K to 2K. We're sounding good there. I'm tempted to push the piano just a little bit higher. It seems like it needs it in this high mid area, but we'll see where we're sitting as I get into the low mids. If the low mids are fine, maybe I'll just bump that high mid boost a little bit more. We could use just a touch less of that. Better. Yeah, I think we're sounding good here. Let's see our low mids. See, our piano sounded good in that range. We're a little beefy. That's better. Just a touch out of the piano there too, so it's not too low midly. I'd rather have more bottom than low mids. That sounds fine. So that's feeling good. I'm gonna just for fun's sake, we're gonna check the super sub area, even though there won't be much here on our track. But let's see where we're sitting. So we could bump just a little bit of this area, and just for curiosity's sake, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the EQ on this guy, and we're gonna go to this little Pultec guy, and we're gonna take like this 60 area. So see if it gives us just a touch weight here in the bottom.
I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'm digging that. Let's see our vocal coming back in. Flip back to stereo.
I said I'm sorry, but it's lost its touch. I've said too much, and I can't go back now. We hide our feelings, keep them locked away. There's so much said, and the things we don't say. I don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark.
I'm tempted to push the vocal overall. Let's listen from the beginning. We'll set our markers. I'm going to bump it to full volume. We're going to listen all the way through on the headphones, on the cans here. And then I'm going to switch to the mains in the room. No, that's fine there. And then let's check our ending. That touch of reverb at the end is really nice. We could honestly come back to here probably. I'm going to set it just outside of that. Just that little click with the reverb. Yeah, we can go all the way in. It just makes it feel real with that hall reverb on. That last high note gives that little flicker. That it's really nice. Okay, we're gonna listen all the way through. We're gonna go to full volume here. So I'm gonna pull the volume back on the stream, just so you guys don't get blown away here. Let's take a listen all the way through, see where we're sitting, and then we'll take a listen on the speakers as well.
I'm so used to one night stay. be perfect together. But if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you.
I took out the two little cuts on the piano, or on the vocal, and gave it a little bit more presence, I think.
I said I'm sorry, but it's lost its touch. I've said too much, and I can't go back now. We hide our feelings, keep them locked away. There's so much said, and the things we don't say. I don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little.
Okay, we got through the majority of the song here. Like I said, I pulled out the couple half dB cuts on our vocal. There was one in the low mids, and then one in kind of the mid range here. Pulling those out, it felt like the vocal sat on the piano a little bit better. I feel like it could use a touch more reverb, but I want to hear it on the mains here in the room. So I'm going to switch from my headphones to the speakers here in the room. We're going to see how everything is sounding from the beginning here. We'll see if we need to make any more adjustments. The only thing I'm thinking is I might want to bump the reverb or maybe the vocal overall, but the piano sounds really, really good. So let's see where we're sitting.
I'm so used to a one-night stand, a great night that doesn't end in a fight. But something's different, I can't stay away. 24/7 can't concentrate. So now I'm texting you from across the room, trying so desperately to break the edge. It's so hard to hold one side when no one holds the other. Open your eyes so I know you hear me, baby, don't you hear me? You are a woman to love. Don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you. I said I'm sorry, but it's lost its touch. I've said too much, and I can't go back now. We hide our feelings, keep them locked away.
Okay, everything's sounding okay. The piano, when he does, like when it's that higher octave section, there's some ringing that I was trying to find earlier. I'm gonna loop it and see if I can find it. This is gonna be so irritating. Let's see if we can. that drastically cleaned up our piano. So it still has that nice little flicker. The top end has that nice flicker in the reverb in the hall, which is really nice. I want to keep that. It makes it feel more real to me, like you're listening in a hall, but it's not pinging anymore. It's not pinging off the walls of our hall reverb here. So that's helping it stay more real. Let's take a listen going into our verse, or let's take a listen second verse out through the end of the song.
I said I'm sorry, but it's lost its touch. I've said too much, and I can't go back now. We hide our feelings, keep them locked away. There's so much said, and the things we don't say. I don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about. You say it's better, but you know it ain't true, 'cause he'll never love you like I do. And I know that I don't treat you right, but darling, I'm trying to. So if I just let you know that I'm here for you, then maybe you'll realize how much I love you. Oh, I don't love you 'cause you're perfect. I love you because you're not. I won't do this 'cause it's worth it. I'll take my shots in the dark. We may not be perfect together, but if I love you, then darling, what else matters? I don't care if it all goes to hell. I'll forever love all those little things about you.
Okay, I'm feeling good about that. I like where the vocal is sitting now. You can see I did put that bottom end bump back in on the piano, that one on our Pultec style EQ. I liked it on the headphones when I first started listening on the mains. It felt like it was too much, but we got into that second verse, and I felt like it really needed it. So we put a couple of those cuts back in on the vocal. I left the mid-range one in here. I pulled that half dB out in the low mids there, but that one in the mid-range helped our vocal sit on top of the piano. So we have our vocal more present here on the top end, and then having a little bit more weight on the bottom end with our piano felt really, really good. Pushed a little bit more reverb on our vocal, and that's wrapping that one up really, really nicely. So we're going to call that one, like I said, again, this is called Little Things. If you want to mix along with the stream here, the link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description, you can download the multi-tracks for this song, just a simple piano vocal. You can mix along with the stream here, or you can just use it for your own mixing practice. Sometimes stripping things back from a bigger song that we usually do with drums, bass, guitars, vocals, keys, all that kind of stuff. It can be harder to get your mix sounding more professional and better when it's smaller than when you have a lot of instruments, because there's nowhere to hide when it's just a piano vocal. Everything's got to be really, really pristine and really, really polished. So that's sounding really, really good. What we're going to move to next is we're going to do something kind of fun. There's this song here I have, and it stems from a song. I've used, literally just right-clicked on this track and used the separate stems feature here inside of Studio One, so you get vocals, drums, bass, and others. It's their kind of AI stem separator. So we've got vocals, other, bass, and drums. And I want to see if we can improve the mix of this song. It's an older song, maybe 80s, 90s, I think. And I want to see if we can improve the mix a little bit here on this track and get it sounding a little bit more modern without majorly screwing things up here, right? So because it's AI separated stems, we got to be cautious of how we treat everything. We can't go in and really, really treat our vocal and then really, really treat our bass completely differently from our vocal. We've got to be careful here. Otherwise, we're going to cause major phase issues here. So let's kind of start with our drums and see where we're sitting here. If we move towards the end of the track, maybe. Let's see how we're sounding here. We're missing a lot of mid-range here. I want to see if I can add some crack too. I'm going to do a touch of compression here and see if it sounds okay. We'll go faster on there. You can hear it going in and out, right? Because there's stems separated. I wanted to see what we could do with the Studio One stem separation. Okay. I'm kind of digging that. I'm going to see if we need to add verb to it, but probably not. Let's see though. So we'll see as we move along. Let's take a look at our bass. That's our bass fill there. It looks like they automated that up, which is kind of neat. But let's give the rest of the bass a bump here, even if it's just 3 dB. let's actually use the stock compressor to keep this as transparent as possible. And so we're not really screwing everything up by using a bunch of different plugins. So if we bump this up more, that's not bad. Adding a little noise probably wouldn't be too bad. Let's check our bottom here, see kind of where we're sitting. I don't mind that. That's feeling good. So here's all our music. Brightening it up a little bit. bit of mid-range, a little bit of top here. And I'm gonna try this butter compression. Here's our original track. Let's put a limiter on this and get this up to a good volume here and see kind of.
So won't you remember?
So there's where we're not going to have it, right?
To you now, just give me your heart right here and I'll prove it to you somehow.
Although, let's see when we get our vocal in here.
I'd be, and just how much love I'd have for you, baby. And though I know, do you remember the way I said I'd be? And just how much love I'd have for you, baby. And though I know it's hard to believe all that now,
And let's just do a touch
give
compression.
me your heart right here and I'll prove it on destiny.
Just for
And
kicks.
if it takes a lot, how much love, and just how much love and just how much love I have for you, baby. And though I know it's hard to believe all that now, just give me your heart right here and I'll prove it to you somehow. And if it takes a lifetime, I can't work too hard. Don't you understand? To you I give my heart. And just how much love I have for you, baby. And though I know it's hard to believe all that now, just give me your heart right here and I'll prove it to you. My heart, baby, all I want is you in my life. My heart, all I want is you in my life. Baby, all I need is you by my side. Have for you what I need you to know. Every day, girl, I love you more and more. And if it takes forever, I won't ever stop. The love I found in you is love that's hard to top. need you to know every day, girl, I love you more and more. And if it takes forever, I won't ever stop. The love I found in you is love that's hard to top. Baby, all I want is you in my life. Baby, and said before, a true love takes some time. And what I really mean, and what I need you to know, every day, girl, I love you more and more. And if it takes forever, I won't ever stop. The love I found in you is love that's hard to top. Baby, all I want is you in my life. Do you remember the way I all I want, all I need, all I want, all I need.
So this was just kind of a fun experiment at the end of this stream. I did mixing a piano vocal at the beginning, so it was a little bit shorter of a stream. I didn't want to feel like it was just like a half-hour stream. This was something fun. I just kind of wanted to try. I've been curious about where things are sitting with the AI stem separation inside of the new Studio One. So I wanted to pull in an older track and see what we could do with it, see how we could mess around with it a little bit. It's kind of cool. It is pretty clean. It's still giving me a little bit of phase issues right across these tracks because it's separating them from a stereo file. So you're not getting the cleanest stems or multi-tracks out of it. You definitely get a way better track if you had raw multi-tracks rather than AI removed stems or something like that. But it was kind of a fun experiment to mess around with and see what we could achieve just using the stem separator inside of Studio One. We could add more air to our vocals, add a little bit more punch to our drums, add some more weight to our bass. We could have put more width on our instruments, but it was just a fun experiment to do at the end of this stream here. If you were on earlier, if you're just joining now, we did mix a song at the beginning of this stream. It was a piano vocal, so it was a little bit shorter of a mix. It's like the first half hour of this stream here. The multi-tracks are available for that using the link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description. You can download the multi-tracks for that song. It was called Little Things. You can mix along with the stream here, or you can just use that piano vocal for your own mixing practice. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it was enjoyable to kind of see the little experiment here we did at the end with the Studio One stem separator with kind of an old 80s stereo file here. But that's going to do it here for this stream here today. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and I will see you in another one very, very soon.